Hello and thank you for tuning in to Millennium Movies. Today's video is going to be talking about the brand new entry into the Conjuring universe. Yes, Annabelle 3 was confirmed last night at Scare Diego, a event at Comic-Con San Diego for this year. And I gotta say, at first I was a little surprised that we're getting an Annabelle 3 before we get a Conjuring 3. But when you hear the details of this movie, I think you'll be okay with getting an Annabelle 3 before the third Conjuring movie because of the certain details that we got from it last night. So first off, who's behind the camera here? Well, Gary Doberman, who wrote the first two Annabelle movies and wrote It as well, It Chapter 1, he's going to be making his directorial debut in Annabelle 3. He's not only is he going to write it, he's also going to direct it. So I'm very curious to see how his directing style is. I think he's a fairly good writer, but I want to see what his directing style is and what he can bring to the table into this Conjuring universe. So that's a little bit of interesting news, but even more interesting than that, the reason that I'm okay with an Annabelle 3 before the Conjuring 3 is because Annabelle 3 is going to bring back the Warrens. Yes, Ed and Lorraine Warren's character played wonderfully by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. I think they just absolutely nailed those roles. And under James Wan direction, those characters are really some of my favorite characters in all of horror film. So what's going on in Annabelle 3? What's this movie about? Well, according to the panel last night from the, of course, producer James Wan and writer-director Gary Doberman himself, the movie will be set shortly before the events of The Conjuring, showing what happened when the Warrens first brought the doll back and stashed her in their occult museum. So, in their careers as supernatural investigators, as you probably know if you're a fan of the Conjuring films, Ed and Lorraine Warren amassed a huge collection of cursed objects that they keep locked up together in a room in their house, and they have a priest come and bless the place to keep all the evil at bay. And when you have so many conduits of evil in a room like that, it's you got to imagine there had to have been some trouble in that at some point in their lives, and apparently there was, because in this movie, right before the events of the first Conjuring movie, apparently the demon that possesses, or not possesses, but it uses the Annabelle doll as a conduit of evil, is going to bring all the other artifacts in their museum to life. And it's going to, apparently they're going to go after the Warrens' young daughter. So that premise right there is sounds very unique to me, and it immediately hooked me, and I can't wait to see what they do with it, especially when you consider that the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren, are going to be at the forefront of this movie. It's like we're basically getting a Conjuring 3, except that it's not Conjuring 3, it's Annabelle 3. And really, I gotta say that concept of Annabelle turning their occult museum into the Night at the Museum, but it's a horror film, that just instantly gets me. You have my attention, Conjuring. You have my attention, James Wan and Gary Doberman. I really can't wait to see this movie. Now, as for a release date, they said that we're getting Annabelle 3 summer of 2019. So that's really close if you think about it, for it barely getting announced this summer. We're getting it in less than a year from now. So yeah, for all you horror fans, for all you Conjuring fans and Annabelle fans, this is very exciting news to me. I really can't wait to see this. The Annabelle doll is very creepy. I love those movies. I really can't wait to see Ed and Lorraine Warren come back and be at the forefront of this story. Really, just exciting news all around. Can't wait to see this movie. So, yeah, guys, this has been it for me. But if you have any comments and if you're excited, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. I can talk about movies and TV shows all day long. So, if you like news like this, Comic-Con is, just getting started up, so I'm going to be putting out a plethora of videos covering a bunch of new topics that we're going to get in the coming days, whether it's new trailer reviews or just some new announcements. I'll be sure to be right on it on Millennium Movies, so you can expect a couple of videos to be coming out this weekend. But anyways, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing. I will see you guys very soon.